I'm here today to talk about my item from Harry Potter, and it is something that has had a very personal effect on me and my enjoyment of the series, and something that drew me into the series when I was a little kid. It's a drawing. So, this, it's nothing crazy, but this is my drawing of the 1960 Ford Anglia 105E used in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This car, also known as the Flying Ford Anglia, was what got me into the Harry Potter. Now, this drawing is nothing elaborate. As you can see, I wasn't really able to do the coloring for it because I don't have any colored pencils, but I threw this together because watching this car on screen for the very first time when I was about 5 years old, was my introduction to Harry Potter as a child, and it essentially, I was at my dad's friend's house, I think, when I was a kid, and he had Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on, and I remember seeing Harry and Ron use the car to get to Hogwarts after they missed the train because of Dobby, obviously. And it's also this very same car that was used to break Harry Potter out of his room at the Dursleys by, I think it was Fred, George, and Ron. Yeah. And, yeah, so watching that for the very first time was really cool. What's interesting about this car, though, is the fact that in the movie, you can very clearly see that they just shift the gears when they're flying, and that's kind of how they use their flying mode, which is really funny, because it's a manual car, right? Yeah, the Ford Anglia was just a simple economy car that Arthur Weasley took and enchanted. He put the flying spell on it as well as the invisibility mode, so the Muggles could not see the car flying above regular England. Now, this personal connection to me is the fact that I am very much a car enthusiast, and I imagine that just like for many other people who are also into cars as well as the Harry Potter series, this was something that probably drew them into the Harry Potter series because it's such a unique car. It has such a unique ability that has never been done before or since in a movie. And I think that this is the kind of thing that ties the two cultures together. I personally feel that it's a very good way of tying the wizarding world and the car world together, and given the fact that car culture as a whole is extremely popular just about everywhere on the world. Now, for the longest time, though, I couldn't figure out what car this was, because obviously it's a very English car. It's a small car. But I remember seeing it as a kid, and I was like, wow, that is a fascinating piece of machinery. And when I was a kid as well, we also used to play all these imagination games, and there was a few times where I would imagine the flying Ford Anglia around while all my friends were riding horses or driving in regular cars and stuff like that. This is what I always imagined. So yeah, the Ford Anglia, as mini as it is and as small as it is, it carries a very huge cultural impact as a material in the car world as well as the Harry Potter world. And I think that is absolutely something that's incredible to watch. Take care.